All right, let's get rolling. Welcome, everyone, to our live webinar today, How to Boost Sales with Video Marketing. Actually, one of my favorite topics because video is such an easy and great way to increase conversion, to really make huge changes in your marketing, and add some horsepower to your website, your emails, your landing pages, just all the way around. It's such a great topic and is such an easy change to make in what you're doing to get some really solid results. So really excited about the content. All right, so we're going to talk about adding video to your marketing here. Okay, so number one, uh, and this is a lot of, honestly, a lot of like facts that I'm going to be sharing right up front, and some stats and some reasons why. And I'm jumping literally right in to some of the top reasons, like top 5 reasons why you should be using video in your marketing. Number one is the average user spends 88% more time on a website with video. So videos keep users on a page. And it seems like it would be just commonsensical, but actually it's not. But it really does. Videos keep people there because, well, they want to finish the video and they want to see what comes next, and videos keep people interested. So it just kind of goes like it makes sense when we think about it that it keeps people on a page. By adding videos to your website page, you can increase the amount of time visitors spend on your site. And of course, the longer they stay, the more likely they are to buy, or the more likely they are to interact with you in that next step or that next stage of the buying journey, especially if you are a business with a consultative sales process, or like where you're literally talking to people to close that deal. Then, getting that conversation or that appointment or the phone call or the WebEx, like that next part is kind of dependent on having them around. So having videos is a great way to increase that time spent. Now, one of those reasons may be that people find watching videos more entertaining than reading text. If you think about your own behavior, it really is a lot easier to consume information than it is to just straight up read. Like we would more, if we're given a web page and there's a video, we're more likely to watch the video than scroll and read and scroll and read, and scroll and read. Also, people tend to retain information better when it's explained in a video. So creating product videos or how-tos or demos can not only increase your chance of reaching your target audience, but also provides value and higher information retention rates with your potential customers. So they will remember more from the videos that they watch than the stuff that they read. It's just the way that we're wired. So that's reason number one. Hey, video keeps users on a page, and people remember what they see in videos better. All right, next one. Videos can improve SEO, or search engine optimization. And these are statistics from entrepreneur.com. So research showed that 65% of business executives polled said they visit a marketer's website after viewing a branded video. This shows that high quality video, or just, and not even like high quality, but I want to say compelling content that boosts viewer engagement and piques consumer interest, can drive traffic to your website. So if you've got decent content in the videos, and it's not even about having professional quality video, it's about having good content or interesting content or something that drives interest. So it doesn't, and I want to emphasize that it doesn't have to be professional video production. It just has to have good content. It just has to be interesting, right? But that drives traffic. So this is crucial because traffic and click-through rates are major Google ranking factors. So the more traffic and clicks your site's videos get, the higher your site will rank in the search engine results. So people go to your video or go to your website and click your videos, or they open your emails and click on your video in the email. Those things increase your ranking. Like they actually, like Google's algorithm will boost you in organic search. So it's a good thing. Like having videos is a great thing. And I'll touch on this a little bit later, but like Google and YouTube, they go hand in hand. Like Google and YouTube are, well, YouTube's owned by Google. So videos come up more often in search, just like anything else. So if you search like a how-to something, like you'll find websites, but you'll also find videos. Like at the very top of the page is going to feed videos, like 1, 2, 3, 4 videos from YouTube that fit your search results. So videos come up in search results just as often as our websites do, or information from our websites. So super valid reason to start using video is SEO. All right, moving along. Video is captivating. And this is really, this is important because we just kind of covered the whole reading thing. We tend to, we have short attention spans, and we tend to just kind of like fall apart if we're tasked to read something. It's like, remember that movie, like Up, where the dogs could actually, like, they had their little devices so you could hear them thinking, and they were talking, and they would start talking, and then all of a sudden there was squirrel, and then they looked off to the left, looked off to the right. That's kind of how we are. We have short attention spans, and something catches something shiny or bright or more interesting, takes our interest away, and then off we go. So video is really good at being captivating, especially short video. Like I think the statistic is like 2-minute videos are golden. Because most people are watching a video for even less than 60 seconds unless there's like really good content. So video keeps viewers' attention more than text because video combines auditory and visual senses. In other words, video brings together 2 things that catch our attention: noise and movement. And this goes all the way back to when we were kids. I grew up with Sesame Street. I don't know if anybody else falls in that category, but I grew up with Sesame Street, and Sesame Street is quite literally lightning fast video montage, right? These little videos that last anywhere from 10 seconds to 30 seconds, and there's just one after the other, and it is capitalizing on our short attention span, maybe even perpetuating our short little attention spans. But that's pretty much like how most of us grew up, with these little short like snippets of information. So we're really good at paying attention to those and retaining those little short videos or short snippets of information over a longer period of time. Humans are highly visual. In fact, people process visuals 60 times faster than they process text, according to Management Information Systems Research Center study at the University of Minnesota. So 60,000 times faster. Wow, that's craziness. It's absolute craziness, but that's a really good reason to use video. Also, most of the information that comes from the brain is visual, meaning that viewers will better retain a message through video than they will through text, right? Because we are gathering things up visually. As a matter of fact, when we're reading, we have just, the written word is a way to assimilate information visually. So it just kind of goes to reason that we do really well with visuals, better than we actually do with text. The average viewer remembers 95% of a message when it is watched, compared to about 10% of content that was read. So people just retain more with video, and video keeps our attention for a little bit longer. Okay, and then video converts more. Adding a video on a landing page, or on, like, consider adding a video on your website, can increase conversion by 80% or more. And when talking about a landing page, talking about like your special offer page. If you're using landing pages, you probably use it for a landing page to register for an event, like a webinar. Like you all literally signed up for this webinar on a landing page, or on landing pages for that the ebook or an article or a white paper or a video series or a discount or a free trial or a demo, things like that. Like we offer these things on a landing page as lead capture to get people interested and interactive with us to help get them started through that buying journey. Adding a video to that type of thing, that landing page, can increase your conversion by 80% or more. Replacing an image with a video on a landing page will likely increase conversion because videos offer a more detailed description of your product or service. And as viewers, we become more engaged, and viewers are more likely to retain that message. Like we just talked about, we're more likely to retain and remember, which means they may, even if they leave, they may come back later because they remember. So when their interest does peak or their necessity for your product becomes critical, they'll come back because they retain more, they remember more. So video converts higher. And think about it, it's a lot easier to convey a message to somebody when you're talking to them, right? And we've all done this. Like if you're using text messaging and you're texting back and forth to somebody, and when you sit there and you're looking at the text and you're like, oh, I've got to type up this whole thing okay, screw it, I'm going to call him. It happens to me all the time, and then I just ring them up, like, okay, I've just too much to type. I have to talk, because we can be more concise when we are speaking. And the video is just one step further, which is a picture of you or a picture of something while you're talking or while the narrative is happening. It's just easier to get more information out quicker than it is with text alone. And people can watch a video and get more and consume more than they can reading. A lot of us, like, we can listen to something that's spoken actually pretty quick, whereas we may not be able to read that quickly. So to say it without making much sense, unless I give you perspective, it's like, hey, we can watch faster than we can read, right? And it just, I know the way you say it makes it sound weird, but we can. We're going to retain more. We're going to gather more information through a video quicker than we will if we are left to read it. All right. And then people share videos. Oh, this is so important. We're all on social media, all of us. And everybody here, if you're on social media, has shared some sort of content, generally videos. Videos get shared more than anything else. Social videos get 1,200% more shares than text and image content combined, according to WordStream data. So on platforms like LinkedIn, video is shared 20 times more often than other types of content formats in the LinkedIn feed. What makes videos shareable? All of these things we've talked about. They're not just entertaining, but they're brief, they're practical, and they express value quicker, and they're easily consumable, right? We're sharing like tips and tricks and hacks and, things that are interesting, things that are funny. Like my mother learned how to share on Facebook. So she shares to the Facebook like Messenger. And so I'm always getting videos from my mom, just funny stuff, things she thinks are interesting, or, the like brain teasers or dad jokes or funny videos, but honestly, mostly videos. It happens all the time. So your video content is going to get shared, and that's really good because people share with other people in their feed, and that, or they share on their feed in social media, and that means that increases our reach for the videos that we're making. So really good stuff. Here's some cool stats. 80%. Adding a video to your landing page can increase conversion by 80%. We kind of talked about that one. 74% of users who watched an explainer video about a product subsequently purchased. And we'll talk about video types, but the explainer video is a big one, because just explaining how something works or how to do something, or the explainer video is really popular. Explaining a concept, explaining how something happens, or how this contributes to that. Just explaining something is huge, and people will people convert afterwards, of course, because, and we can go deep, really deep into that, but anytime you explain something, you're setting yourself up as a subject matter expert, and you become trustable and you become believable. And so explainer videos really work. And all of your businesses, guaranteed, all your businesses have something that needs to be explained, or multiple things that need to be explained. And now you've got an avenue to do that. And we'll talk a little bit more about that, about like Facebook and YouTube and creating videos and content. But the explainer video is a really big converter. This one on the far right, your business is 56 times more likely to show up first on Google if you have a video embedded on your website. And we talked a little bit about that. The SEO and Google's algorithm. Videos help you show up more often. All right, 80 million people in the US watch online videos every day. That's a lot. So 80 million people in the US every day. So your customers are in that group. They just are, 80 million. Okay, mentioning the word video in a subject line will increase the click-through rate by 13%. And I have seen this happen. As a matter of fact, because I use video in a lot of my follow-up emails, and just putting in that subject line, it's like, hey, I created a quick video for you. Hey, here's a short video on how to do this. Hey, I want to share this video. Boom, people open, and boom, people click. All right, 80% of video traffic accounts for 80% of all consumer internet traffic. So people are like searching videos or following links in videos. And then 500 million hours of video are watched on YouTube every day. Okay, consider that. 500 million hours of video are watched on YouTube. Okay, now here's the first question I'm going to ask. In this group, like everybody that is here, are you on, like, do you visit YouTube every day? Like, do you go and watch something on YouTube on a daily basis? My answer is yes. I am on YouTube every day. Samantha says yes. Thea says yes. Audra says yes. Yeah, big yes. Yep. Tina says yes. Dylan says yes. Yeah, we are all there, and we're watching content, and we're there. A lot of times we're there for, I mean, we could be there for entertainment, but a lot of times we're there to learn something. We're there for the how-to, and I'll cover that one in a stat, but how-to, any like how-to search on YouTube, how-to increases 100% year over year. So people are searching how-to all the time. YouTube is like the unofficial help center for like everything. Here we go. And YouTube has over 2 billion users. So that's really big. So, and we're going to talk about getting your stuff on YouTube, and I'll walk you actually through getting stuff on YouTube and how easy it is and how you can get started. But there's a huge audience for a video, because YouTube, of course, YouTube is all video. And we go there, like most of us are there all the time. Most of us are there every day. Statistically, most of us, when we go to YouTube, we spend an hour watching. Statistically, active users go to YouTube and they stay there for an hour. YouTube is always open on my computer because I'm searching for how-to, or there's stuff I'm following. Like right now, I mentioned earlier that I'm a cyclist, so I ride for fitness or for fun. I do some mountain biking, but I also follow cycling. And right now is the Tour de France just kicked off a couple of days ago. I think today is like day 4, and so the tour shows here at like 4 a.m. and it's like happening, in like midday in France, but that translates to like a 4 a.m. start for media. So I'm going and I'm watching replays when I'm up and I get to YouTube, and then I'm watching all kinds of content and commentary and stuff. And so based on that event, my content consumption like goes up, and so everybody's kind of up and down. But gosh, like 2 billion users watching an hour every day is a lot of content. So having your stuff there, hey, that's really good for business. That's good for your business. All right, so next thing before we jump into like the YouTube and the Facebook and stuff, let's talk about, hey, what are we going to make videos about? And if you're thinking about using video in your marketing, then this is actually a really valid concern. If you're already using video in your marketing, I've got some really great stuff for you, because this is going to help enhance what you're doing. But if you're thinking about it and you're not quite there, we're covering some of the reasons and then a little bit of the how-to. So, hey, what do I make videos about? Well, most popular is the explainer video, just explaining something about about your business. Like if you have a pool business, explaining, hey, what's the difference between, like chlorine and salt water? Like, why is one better than the other? Or, hey, why would I use this texture versus this other texture? Or, hey, what are the benefits of doing this versus doing that? Or, if you're a landscaper and you put like, hey, here's how to trim this type of bush. Guaranteed, if I'm going to do it myself, or if I'm thinking about doing it myself, I'm going to search it on YouTube. How to trim a bougainvillea. And I'll tell you what, I have 3 bougainvilleas in the backyard. They are horrible, horrible, terrible plants. They're beautiful, but they have spikes that are like 1.5 inches long, and they are absolutely miserable. And I trimmed them once, and now I don't. Now I pay somebody to do it. But I looked on like YouTube, hey, how to trim this without killing it. And so if that's your business, then your how-to is valid and someone will search for it. And everybody out there, you're doing something, like I said, you're doing something that needs an explanation. There's probably dozens of how-tos that you can think of off the top of your head. Like, just think about your most frequently asked questions about your products or your services. Hey, you can do videos about those. And people will find them. People will search those on YouTube, because like I said, hey, YouTube is kind of the unofficial help center of everything. And if your video is there and you've got like keywords in your title, which is straight up how to do whatever, like how to this, how to that, you'll show up. People will find your content and use your business. And that helps your SEO also. People finding your content on YouTube and then clicking through to your website. That helps your search engine optimization. Those click-through links. Okay, so the explainer video and the how-to, they kind of go hand in hand. Explaining why something works the way it does, or comparisons, things like that. Those kind of go in the explainer video. The how-to is that demonstration of how customers can use your products, or how to whatever. Webinars, that's a big one. It's what I do. I record all of my webinars and they get posted. We post them on YouTube. We post them on our website. We use links to them in our email marketing and in our social media. So webinars are great. Like, record your webinars, or have webinars, record them. And then there's your video content to use in your marketing. And a lot of times you can take the webinars and you can break them up into little pieces and then use them in your marketing and use them as content in social media. A really good example of that is Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan, he's it's a comedian, but he's also kind of tied in with UFC. But he's got this podcast, and he invites people on. Well, it's a video podcast, and he does these interviews and hangs out and talks to people. And a lot of times he's there for an hour, hour and a half, and then he gets to break them into smaller pieces, like little, like mini subjects. Cuts a piece and gets to use that in his marketing, and using that in other ways through his social media. So webinars in that way can create lots of content for you. Telling stories. Hey, stories are great because stories are compelling and people love to watch a story. Like, when somebody starts telling a story in a video, I'll stay because I want to hear the end of the story. And then customer stories. A lot of times we can get customers to make content for us, or we can use customer stories as content, interviewing customers, having customers tell their stories. There are 2 great things there, because one is a story. People love to watch a story. Number 2 is it's validating, and it sets you up as a subject matter expert. If your customers are having success and they're chronicling that success for you, that is really great for conversion, right? Okay. Here we go. And videos help add the human element. And this is a really good example. Like, we have This one is called Quiet the Doubters, and it's all right. Yeah, I'll put that link in. I'll at least get it out into our my follow-up email. But telling a great story and bringing that human element. This is, I guess, a really good example of the whole human element thing is. Think about the commercials around the Super Bowl. If you remember these from the last Super Bowl, I would say like half of those commercials made you laugh hysterically, and the other half, like tug the heartstrings. Like half of them are making you laugh, half of them are making you cry, because they bring the human element and being able to connect with people over that. The human condition. And I know, okay, so most of your businesses are solving problems for somebody, right? That's kind of what our businesses do. We're solving problems. We're service providers. We're doing something for somebody or solving a problem for somebody. Now, the problem you solve may not be life or death. And like the problem that we're solving for small businesses, it's not life or death. We have a contact relationship management tool with automated marketing. And I mean, that's where it is not a life or death thing that we're solving for, but it's like people have legitimate feelings around their small business. People have legitimate feelings around the struggle for like making their small business successful. And that's what this video is touching on. And so you can do the same thing. Like people identify with that feeling, or, if you're, just I'd pick any business. If you are a personal trainer or a nutritionist, people probably have a struggle with whatever problem you're solving for, whether it's fitness or weight loss or like mobility or just feeling good or having energy. Like you can connect with people over that. If you're a financial planner and you're solving for, it's endless there. You're solving for retirement, you're solving for saving, you're solving for that the light at the end of the tunnel. If you're like doing insurance, look at what you're solving for there. Like you're solving for catastrophe or the potential of catastrophe. I could just go on and on and on. But the human element is a big one for your content, being able to connect with people over the pain or the complication that you're solving for. This is a really big key for your content. There it was. Stop. Okay, cool. Let me grab that. I guess it opened up just below. There we go. Okay, so I put this in the chat. Grab that and you can watch it. This is from our YouTube channel, Keap. And it's just a great video about kind of the struggle of entrepreneurship. There we go. So here's what you need to do to get started. The first thing is you've got to create that YouTube channel. And there's a few reasons why. And now there's a lot of places that you can host your videos. Like you can host videos on YouTube or Wistia or Vimeo. And there's probably some others that I'm not grabbing just off the top of my head. But YouTube is free. Number one, you can go there and you can make your business profile for free. And we already covered like that whole 2 billion statistic. Here's some more stats. Here's why you should use YouTube. Here's why, like, honestly, here's why you are going to use YouTube for your small business. And I'm not being overpowering. This is just going to be really important for your small business. Okay, 2 billion users. 90% of users are 18 to 44. So, hey, that's your demographic. You're selling to people in that demographic, guaranteed. People watch 1 billion hours of video on YouTube every day. 1 billion hours being consumed. Use of the search term how to grows 70% year over year. 62% of businesses use YouTube as a channel to post content. 62% of businesses. Like I said, it's kind of the unofficial help center for all businesses. And it's kind of like the home away from home for most businesses. So you've got like your homepage. And then you should, like, you've got your homepage and you should have your YouTube channel and you should have a Facebook channel. We're going to cover both of those. But yeah, 62%. 70% of watch time comes from mobile devices, which is important because YouTube is optimized for mobile viewing. 90% of people say they discover new brands or products on YouTube, right? So they can discover yours. 500 hours of content is loaded on YouTube every minute. Tons of content there. Content that has to do with subject matter that you'll never see or never search for, or it'll never come up in your feed because it doesn't even occur to you. But there's 500 hours of content loaded every minute. And YouTube is responsible for 37% of all mobile internet traffic. That's a lot. That's big. That's almost like 40% of mobile internet traffic is YouTube. So like everybody that said, yes, I'm on YouTube, like everybody else that didn't comment, they're on YouTube also. So everybody in here in this webinar is most likely like on YouTube. So here's like next thing, let's go have a look. Okay, so I'm gonna pull in a YouTube window. This is my YouTube, and it is queuing up stuff that I search. And here's another thing, is that algorithm, that search algorithm is queuing up things that it thinks I want to watch based on what I have already watched. So if I search for something, it's going to bring me something else along the same lines, which means that if I search for keywords that have to do with your content, then your content can show up in my feed. I'm not even really searching for your content, but YouTube will feed it to me based on what I have looked at, because they have this algorithm, and that accounts for a lot of stuff that shows up in your recommendations. So your content can just show up in my feed if I'm searching for like content, or if I'm watching like content. So like I said, I've been watching Tour de France. So here's the thing on Tour de France bikes. And here's a great TED talk on, hey, how bicycling changes you, why cyclists should run. Here's the stage 4 highlights, and whiskey. I'm a huge like whiskey enthusiast, just enthusiast, not expert, but enthusiast. So, hey, here's some whiskey stuff, whiskey channel. Here's great content that is being fed to me based on what I've searched. Now, you need your, you need a business channel. So here's what you do. You click on this. So generally you're signing in with your Gmail account. So up here, after you signed in, your profile icon is going to be up here. And then you come down to settings, right? Boom, settings. And then I have a couple of channels already set up, but if you don't have a channel set up, then you click here, add or manage your channels. If you've got a channel set up, then it'll say add or manage. Otherwise, if you don't, it'll say add a channel. And you click here, and then you are grabbing this, create a new channel. And then boom, you put in your business name in here, and you hit create, and then it walks you step by step through this process. And it is intuitive, it is easy, and they're making it intuitive and easy because they want your content there. It behooves them to have your content there. The other cool thing that you can do is this right here. Here's like a how to make a YouTube business channel. There it is. How to create a YouTube business channel. There we go. So I can use YouTube to teach me how to make my business channel, right? It doesn't get any easier than that. And I'm just going to grab that link. Hey, how cool is that? And I'm going to put that in there. So if you have not made your business channel, you can, of course, you can watch this to give you like those, like just a few couple of easy steps. But here is, I just queued up a how-to on creating a how-to video on YouTube for creating your channel on YouTube. There might be irony there. I'm not sure, but I think possibly it's ironic. But again, that's YouTube. You can learn how to do anything, including posting videos on YouTube. How to post a video on YouTube. I guarantee you, if you search that, it's going to give you videos on how to post videos. Solid. Okay, we're doing good there. So that's the first thing. So you've got to have your business channel there so people can find you by your business name. And then your videos there, you will essentially link your content back. Like every video we've got here, Let's see all these videos here. I'm just going to click on one of these and I will pause it. There we go. They all have links. So you can write for your video, you can write a description and then you put links back to your website. This helps your SEO. And of course, it helps people find you so they can purchase your products and your services based on your video content. Because that's what we're looking for. We're looking for conversion. So the views, the watches, they all help. And then those links back to your website. That helps also. Okay, cool. I'm going to close that up and then we're back here. Whoa. And it closed my notes. Always does that. Every time I bring in something from another page. There we go. Boom, up. All right, off we go. So now, the other reason, oh man, why did I not cover this? I've got to go back to YouTube. The other reason why we're doing this is because we need it easy. We're putting our videos here because that makes it easy for us to share those videos. When I open up, let me open up this one. Once I post this, of course, on my own channel, it gives me this sharing link. Okay, and it just generates it automatically. This makes it so much easier for me to share videos. So I can use this and I can share this video on my social media. I can embed this video in my website. I can take this and I can put it in my email marketing. So this link makes it super easy for me to share my content, and I can automatically, like, here we go. If I want to embed it in my website, I grab that. There's my embed code right there. Done. Super easy. If I want to share that over to my Facebook or my Twitter or like any of these other social media outlets, it makes it super easy for me to do. So that is the other reason, big reason to put your stuff on YouTube. So it just makes it really easy for people to find. And if I go to, here, let me search Keap, if I spell it correctly, here we go. Then you'll have a channel like this, and I'm just gonna click on that. There we go. So here's my, here's our Keap channel, and we've got, you can set up a couple of different categories. Here's videos, playlists, and so on. And there's content. Here's actually one of my webinars, perfect follow-up. And I think there's another one. Yeah, here's another one here, which is all about using a sales pipeline. And here's another one that I did for product updates. That's actually me kind of looking like a maniac right there. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you post your stuff here and then you can click and grab that share link and you can embed that or use it in your social media. So super important to have stuff on YouTube for that. And I know I mentioned it before, but I'll mention again, it's free, right? It's totally free and it does nothing but help. It just helps. Okay, cool. So post videos on social media. So now that we have videos, we can put them on social media. And hold on, man, every time it closes up my notes, drives me crazy. Okay, here we go. So Facebook Live. This is a really good one. Facebook Live is video streaming feature on Facebook that allows you to broadcast a live video out to your audience through your Facebook company page or your personal profile. But we're going to function off of like your Facebook company page or your business branded page. Facebook Live was released in April 2016, and while many marketers are still getting their heads around it, the ones who are using it are having rapid success because the algorithm there gets it in front of it, it gets your live in front of more people immediately. And it is real time. So you can go, when you go live, you're literally like going live. You can go live from your phone in your hand or your phone on a laptop or on a tripod or the the video cam that you have on your computer, you can go live. And it's super easy to go live. And there's actually, here, let me bring this over. It is super easy to go live. Like up here on the right-hand corner, you click, boom, there you go, live. And you can just click and go live, or right there, live video right there. And it kicks off and lets you do live video, and you can talk about something. You can video something while it's happening. You can video yourself talking about something while it's happening. You just go live, and Facebook will put that in front of more people. Just their algorithm, they want more people to view live, and people enjoy live. If they see a live event going on, they jump in and they're like, hey, I want to see what's going on live. There we go. Now, while we're here, let's talk about your business profile. So each of us has a personal profile, and this is my feed for my personal profile. And here's all kinds of stuff coming up in the feed, the Keap stuff, because of course I follow Keap stuff. And here's some videos and things of that nature. Actually, this probably just needs to be refreshed. Here we go, because it just like updated. There we go. Cool. So now that's all fresh content. Perfect. So you want to create a business page. So up here, you click the plus, and you're going to add a page. Here we go. And this is it. You're just going to follow the steps and add your page. So you put in your business name, the category, and a description, and then boom, create page, you're off to the races. And this will be your business page. Now, the reason you do this is because with a business page, you can boost posts to get them out, and you can create ads. And those are two things that you can't do for a personal profile. You can for your business profile, but you can't for your personal. And you will want to be able to boost content, because you'll post something and it'll get a lot of organic reach or a lot of organic views. And then you can boost it so that it gets out a little bit more, it gets out a little bit further. Or you might want to run Facebook ads. Facebook is still, it's a great place to do your advertising. It's less expensive than like Google, like your pay-per-clicks and Google ads. So you can do some really good stuff here, but you can't do it unless you have your business page. So here is the quick way to get that done. And you can still go over to YouTube and type in how to create my Facebook business page. And there will be a video there, that walks you right through it. So this is just super important, the stuff that you need to do if you're going to be posting video, because you want it under your business so that traffic, you can easily, it's identifiable under your business name as with your website. And then, you're linking back and forth. You're going to link content from here back to your website, and vice versa. You'll have links on your website to go to your Facebook and your YouTube, and all of those work together. Okay, cool. Here we go. Back here. Okay, and then Facebook stories. Now, if you're not aware of Facebook stories, that's okay. It's relatively new, but Facebook stories is on track to beat Snapchat with 150 million daily active users, according to data from Facebook. So stories is effectively, it's another news feed, and it's up here. So when you open up Facebook on your mobile device, you'll see stories up top. So it's not stuff that is in your regular news feed. It's up there, and you can see in stories, people will post images, and more often they're posting videos. So it adds, it relies on visual, like it's very visual, and it adds new filters and effects to the camera, requires that you select the story section rather than just posting stuff to Facebook. So it really is a whole nother feed, but it's really popular. It relies on your camera. So the phone is more natural at home for stories. So generally people are making stories with their mobile device, but you can post and edit them from your desktop. And once posted, they'll stay viewable for 24 hours. After that, they just disappear. They're gone. So in other words, it's like Snapchat, but it's on Facebook. And again, it's really popular. So it's a great way to put content out there. It lives out there for 24 hours, then it's gone, and it's renewable, and then you can do it again. and it is really popular. Like I said, hey, 150 million daily active users a day are using stories. And it's really easy. It's just right up there. You click add story, and then boom, you can record something, or you can grab a video you've already recorded off your phone and then put it up there. And these are all like, generally they're really short, you know, they're like 15, 20, 30 seconds long. This is good. This is good for your brand. It really is. It's good to promote your brand using stories. And again, I'm going to point back to YouTube. If you want more information on how to use stories, or how to do your first story, or promoting your brand using stories, hey, go to YouTube. There's tons of great information there. Like, we don't have enough time for me to educate you on it. I can just tell you that you really need to use it. Facebook, 135% more reach for Facebook videos than images. So using Facebook or using videos on Facebook is a winner. And there's a 100% increase in Facebook video shares year over year. So people are sharing your content on Facebook. Actually, it's really popular to share content on Facebook. People share there a lot. So having videos there for people to share is also a winner for your brand. And 50 minutes average daily time spent on YouTube or Facebook and YouTube by average users. So people kind of go down the rabbit hole. They open up YouTube and they scroll and they scroll and they watch videos and they scroll and they scroll. And I've done the same thing with YouTube. I watch a video and then I go down like a rabbit hole watching similar videos. And then all of a sudden, like, my day is gone. Because I've just been consuming content. And I kind of hit this already just because I was there, but that the first thing you've got to do is create your Facebook business profile. And again, so you can boost content and create ads. And you've got the benefit of the recognizability or the cohesion between your brand name, your brand on your website, and the brand on Facebook. So you need to do that if you haven't done it already. Here's a question. Should I share my YouTube videos on my Facebook page, or should post the video straight to Facebook? No, share your YouTube videos. Put them on, have them on your YouTube, but actually, share them from YouTube. Actually, you know what? Facebook likes it better for your short content, like your small content, like your 15, 30 seconds. Facebook likes it. Their algorithm likes it if you just load it straight up to YouTube, or not YouTube, but to Facebook. So if you've got a 30-second video, just load it straight up to Facebook. Now, you can put it on YouTube also, but putting on YouTube and then grabbing the share link and then putting that on Facebook, Facebook boost that less than if you're posting the video straight to Facebook. That was a great question. So yeah, you can have the content in both places, but if you've got a really short video, like the 30-second or the 1 minute, the 2 minutes, just load that directly up to Facebook instead of grabbing the share link from YouTube and putting it on Facebook. Such a great question. Thank you for asking that. Okay, use videos on your website. And this is super important because your ranking will go up. Google ranks sites offering video content higher. 80%. Like it says, Cisco's 2017 study projected that video will represent 80% of all internet traffic. Google is, I think the statistic was like 5 times, or it was like 50-something% more likely for you to show up in a search if you have a video on your website. And like, here we go. I'm just going to grab my website, and here we go, keap.com, and like right up front, boom, like we have a video there. And this helps. It helps keep people on the website. The video is easy to watch, and it tells a little bit about the product, the service that you're offering. People stay longer, right? You keep people engaged. And we've got like a few videos. You can scroll down and get more content. And we've got some snippets and videos and things to watch. So this is our website. You can duplicate, you can do the same thing on yours, and you can do it for every page of your website. You can have those explainer videos there, and it's going to increase engagement there on your website. All right. And yeah, we just took you there. And then put video in your emails. Okay. This is a huge piece of your marketing. And I'm going to grab my tool, and this is Keap Pro, and I'm going to go to my my broadcaster, just so I can show you honestly just how incredibly easy this is. I'm just going to create, and most email tools are going to have something like similar, like an easy way to put video in to one of your emails. I'm going to grab, here we go. I'm just going to grab one of my templates that's already created. Here we go. So video is going to drastically increase conversion on your emails and your email marketing, like to the tune of like literally like 8 times. You're going to be, it was like 18% more click through, 80% more engagement. So in my building blocks over here, I'm literally just grabbing this one that says video, and I'm going to throw that right there. And then I had the YouTube open. So let's grab this one just for fun. There we go. It's going to stop. I'm going to grab that share link. And this is, again, this is why we are using YouTube. So I go back and I just put that link right there. And boom, there's my video. And I can, there we go, change the size. I can also put a link behind, or a, I can put a, there we go, I can put a tag. So if people click, I can tag them that they watch the video. And then I am quite literally getting more engagement here. And if I want, here, I'm going to put a button so I can have a call to action right under this. And I'll put, here we go. Click to get started. We've all seen that call to action before because it's effective. And there we go. Now I'm using video in my email marketing. This is going to increase your engagement like exponentially. It's gonna, it will help like just literally through the roof, way more than you're used to, way more than you are currently experiencing. So let me get this stuff out of here, and it doesn't take much. Here's just some stats, and I know we're running out of time, but this is literally what you need. Your phone, all right, and you've got it in your pocket. And like I said, your content, it doesn't have to be like super professional with lighting and stuff. You just have to have like a, you know, you're telling a good story. You just have good content that people, information that people want to see or people need to have. And that is way more important than production value. So content over production value. So, hey, doing it from your phone, lots and lots and lots of brands do it. And you can upgrade later. You can get a better camera and better lighting and stuff further on down the line. But if you're not doing video, then just start with this and have somebody hold it for yourself if you have to, or have somebody hold your phone for you, do a little bit of scripting for your content, and then you can edit. So if you screw up, just keep recording and go and edit your screw ups. We do it for my content all the time. Like when I'm doing videos for Facebook or ads for YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, it takes, I just do tons of takes. If I'm doing like a 30-second video, I may spend like 20, 30 minutes behind the camera and then cut all of that stuff together. So don't worry about screwing up. And then this is also great. Like I'm going to grab this link. Here we go. And I'm going to put this. Perfect. And this is kind of the starter pack, right? This is what you need to get started. And I just put that link in the chat. It is a little tripod, and this will connect to your iPhone or your Android. And it's a little remote, so it'll start your video or stop your video. And now you can have this thing hold it steady for you. And you can take this little thing, you can put it in a bigger tripod that is taller and probably more effective. But literally you can get started for like $17.98, and you've got the tools you need to shoot video. And then you can use, there's video editing programs you can download, like free apps for your phone, or free applications that you can get on on the internet. Literally, you just do a search, a Google search for free video editing software, and there's like a dozen of them. You can even find a video on YouTube that says, hey, here's the best one to use and how. And then you can do some easy editing, and you are quite literally off to the races. And that's all you need. You just need your phone, a way to hold your phone. You can get more advanced by getting some lighting and some things like that. But really, like everything you need to get started is quite literally in your pocket. All right, everyone, thank you so much for hanging out with me today and letting me share some information on video marketing and increasing your conversion, increasing your sales. If you haven't added video, man, there's no better time to do it than now. So start with that YouTube, get a YouTube channel so you have some place to put your videos, and then start cranking some videos out and putting them up there. And then it makes it that much easier to share in your marketing, that much easier to share in your social media, on your Facebook, on your Instagram, on your LinkedIn, wherever it is that you have like some business or some brand name recognition, wherever you're using. I recommend starting on Facebook. Get that Facebook business page built and start sharing your content, and you will absolutely see a difference in your conversion. All right. Again, thanks so much, everybody. That's everything I've got. Again, thanks so much. And I hope you have a fantastic week. Thank you.